and I still haven't prepared anything, so sorry about that. I didn't prepare that. He's a liar. That's blasphemy. But anyways, well, I do want to say, and this is what I've said at the other shows as well, that as my actor friends over here will know, these lovely actors have only had 2 rehearsals for 4 weeks to get everything prepared and done, which my actor friends do know that is very hard to do. So at the end, if you could give them a big round of applause, that would be great. Awesome, enjoy the show.
Oh, Annabelle, you gave me such an entertaining night. But now you shun me from your attention. Why is that?
Why, Edgar, maybe it's because I've become bored.
Bored? Oh, Annabelle, you ruined my scattered heart. You are quite unlike what I pictured you in my head.
Oh? And how have you pictured me, Edgar? Perhaps lacking less restricting garments? Or perhaps you picture me with more clothes and slippers that refuse to give my feet a day's rest from dancing with all the suitors at the party. Please do elaborate, Edgar, on how you pictured me.
I can certainly say that I had not pictured you with such a mouth, Annabelle. But I'm not the one to judge someone who uses such lyrical devices to pronounce their thoughts to the world.
You talk in a funny way.
How I pictured you was a soft pond with ducklings swimming about, with the sounds of a violin and a flute playing with the wind. But now, I paint a completely different picture. Well, now I pictured you as a rushing sea that is so easily frayed by the winds and the moon. A sea that carries such deep and dark ideals that a man could not believe in it, had it been for the eyes in your head. You carry starfish that stick onto a normal man and leave a mark on his bare skin. And you carry sea animals that bite and fight back.
Edgar, you really know how to make a girl mad. I can
See all these things and I am intrigued. I am in love. The thought of you is so enticing that I can hardly bear it any longer. Please, won't you dance with me some more?
Why, you...
That girl would be the death of me.
That girl is.
How long have you been there? Haven't your mother taught you that wandering your ears ought to be punished?
Yes, and yet my ears tend to wander away from her lectures.
Well, what say you before you decide to give me a heart attack?
What say I? Well, what I wanted to say was that girl and ladies in general are more than your ideals, Edgar.
Oh, and the mysterious maiden seems to know my name as well.
I know your name because Annabelle was shouting it to the heavens above us and Hades below.
Oh, that is correct. She did do that. But who cares if women are more than my ideals? I was born with this head and I would use it as I damn well please.
Why, yes, 'tis true you were born with such a head, but not many are bestowed with such an ailment.
And the mysterious tree nymph has jokes along her wise remarks. Well, what else did you say with such confidence to a fellow?
Well, what I would say is that if you could use that brain of yours correctly, then perhaps you could be an amazing poet one day.
Could, and not would.
Yes, could.
Poet, you say? But such frivolous things do not pay.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
All right, well, tell me. Tell me, what does it pay?
It pays with freedom.
What is your name, Miss Tree Nymph?
Lenore! Lenore! Lenore!
There you are, daughter. I knew I'd find you up in that dirty old tree once again. One day, that old piece of bark is going to fall and break your little neck along with it. Mr. Poe, I didn't see you there almost.
Not notice I? Well, I was the one occupying your other near half past.
Yes, I see you have a very polished way of moving fast on to the next eligible bride.
you will me truly.
I'm sure I do. Now, you must come. Mr. De Vere is here to see you, and I think this day he will make a very decent woman of you. Go.
Well, I would say it was a pleasure, Edgar, but it seems as if a pleasant conversation was seized by my inevitable fate.
Well, I am not hesitant to say that it has been a pleasure. And I have learned something valuable today. To always look up before speaking.
You know, I meant it when I said that you could be an amazing poet one day. If you won't do it for yourself, then do it for everyone else.
And who would that be?
Me. And every other woman who yearns to dream a little longer without being claimed as dried up spinster.
What's so wrong about being a wet?
Well, nothing, I suppose, but how can you truly love somebody if you can't dream? To dream is to love, and to love is to dream, and to dream is to be a poet, free of the shackles of society. Well, I must get going. Mother must be worried. Good night, Edgar.
It's midnight, and it's June, and I stand beneath the magic, the mystic moon.
My mother says if you sit too close, you're sure to be swept away.
Swept away.
Either the tide will grab you by the ankles and pull you in screaming, or you'll be mesmerized by the shivering of the moon reflecting off the waves.
How silly.
Why do you ponder? I hate it so when you're quiet.
I do not ponder. I don't think of anything at all. My head is consumed with many thoughts that it is hard to fully grasp what it is that consumes me.
Well, here. Let my gift help.
A gift? Why, Lenore, what possessed you?
Indeed, I am quite possessed, but I truly meant it when I believed that you would be a renowned poet one day. If you will not make the first move, then I'll make it for you.
You're like a piece to a chessboard. You stand straight back to a prowess that a devil will envy. And then you move and you be completely in awe.
Are you bad at chess?
Quite.
Well, I noticed it seems my gift has worked. Perhaps the simple notion was enough to cast a spell on you and make you a servant to my heart.
I am your servant even beyond the grave, Lenore.
Edgar,
I know you are to say you are to be engaged with another, but tell me, my dear, are you truly happy with this arrangement?
Lenore, there you are, my love. I've been looking all over for you. Your mother warned me about this tree, and how you might love it more than you could ever love me.
No, Guy, I was just comforting a friend is all.
Ah, she does not deny. Well, what for? Tell me, what happened, good lad?
I lost someone dear to me. Someone I had met too late.
Well, I'm sorry, lad. You will surely find peace with it later in life. Perhaps God made it this way in order to give that person grace from an unsuspecting life. Perhaps he made it that way to give you a second chance.
No, I think not.
Well, Lenore, I think it's time to help Mother in the kitchen for supper, don't you? Sir, I hadn't quite gotten your name.
Edgar.
Ah, yes, Edgar. Well, will you be joining us today? Lenore makes a pleasant pastry. I'm sure she can make enough for all of us.
I am sure that is a lovely idea.
Great. Lenore, shall we go?
Indeed we shall.
All I have loved, I loved alone. Lenore, you must run away, please, and never look back outside.
I beg of you, confide in me. What is the meaning of this?
You shall think of me as insane, and I am too much of a coward to take criticism. Please, just leave.
I shall not listen until you tell me the meaning of this. You know I will not laugh at you, rather alongside you, and this seems as if it is no laughing matter.
Lenore, I had a dream. A dream so harsh I refused to believe my mind could make up such a thing. It had to be a prophetic vision. Something heavens only wanted me to see. This dream is seeming to do violence upon my own mind, making me feel things I've never felt before. You had died, my love. The joy of my life had departed me, and it had torn me apart watching you hang in my dream. Hang as you clawed at your neck, waiting to be freed. Please, just leave, Lenore. Why must I beg you now when all you dreamed about was to explore?
Edgar, I cannot leave.
You should think of me as insane, but the truth is I was never insane. I was never insane until I met you. For I had my first taste of what real love feels like, and it has driven me to insanity. The gods will take you away from me, as you were the only one to touch my heart.
Edgar.
You will die.
I know.
Pardon?
I know I will die, and it will be at the hands of something that I could have ran from. We must be tethered for eternity if we are sharing the same dreams. It's as if we're sharing the same memories.
How could you accept this? Lenore, I didn't take you as someone who will stand idly by as you know her time is running out.
Edgar, I'd rather stare death in its face and haunt him for his actions than live a meaningless death. Thank you, Edgar, but I do not accept your request.
How much?
I beg your pardon?
How much will it take me to leave? I have enough. I do not drown in debt.
Edgar, you cannot pay me. How absurd.
Lenore, how could you laugh at a time like this? Please.
All is well, Edgar. All is well. Let my beating heart deafen you before the end hours. I will see you in the morning.
Lenore.
I will see you in the morning, Edgar.
Edgar, your back will be in terrible pain if you sleep like that all day. Edgar, wake up. Edgar. Wake up! Look at you. You're such a mess. Here, let me just... Honestly, Edgar, sometimes I don't know what to do with you.
I make myself a mess because I know that a beautiful maiden will come to my aid and help me clean up.
Why, Edgar? You have such a romantic tongue. Tell me, what are you working on now?
Annabelle, I've told you, I don't share my stories with just anyone.
But I'm not just anyone.
Exactly. You're more than that to me, which is why I don't want to share it with you.
You're odd, Edgar. Oh, I nearly forgot. Mother and Lenore will be visiting us today.
Lenore?
Yes, both of them. Don't worry yourself. I'm sure the maid will see to letting them in. Oh, And I believe Lenore's husband will be joining us as well.
Yes. And will your husband be joining us too?
You know he pays me no mind. You also know he doesn't favor, well, you. So halt your teasing.
At last. Shall I call for Annabelle? For it seems you're suffering a stroke.
Oh, Lenore. How I missed your witty tongue.
Oh, well, when you put it like that, it sounds quite dirty. For you must be suffering a head drought as well.
Well, I always mean what I say, even though meaning's what I do. But I am afraid I do not suffer from head drought. My thoughts are flooding past the threshold of my brain to seep out of my eyes, ears, and mouth. Won't you indulge in with me while we still can?
Of course, Edgar. Oh, what beautiful writing, Edgar. Who is this? Tamer.
Oh, Tamerlane, yes. Why, he's a king.
You do have a beautiful way of retelling, for I do believe that all poems shall remind the reader that they someday will die.
Indeed, Lenore. You have such a way of bringing darkness to the light. Oh, and I was sure you would know all about Tamerlane with how you stick your petite nose into a book.
Well, I'm afraid I don't have quite the time to read it all, with being married and sorts.
Lenore, what happened to your wrist? Lenore, I demand to know what happened.
You write beautifully, Edgar, but I'm afraid that you're my husband.
Wait, no, wait, please, look. Lenore, tell me who did this to you. Don't leave me in such pitiful darkness.
It's nothing new that the common woman in this world today faces. I was out of line, I spoke out of line, and I got what I deserved.
But when you speak out of line is when all your beauty comes out. You speak in the dotted lines and swirls and create stories with just your eyes. How can someone punish you for something too beautiful?
It's not beauty they punish. They like to stare and gawk at beauty, but when beauty becomes powerful, that is when they rip the paintings off the wall and use it as firewood.
But Lenore,
No, it's the truth and nothing but. You see me as wild and beautiful like some untamed animal, but it's simply the hint of something disastrous inside. I am constantly being haunted by a crow or a raven or a blackbird of sorts that yearns to drive my heart crazy. For every squawk that leaves its beak is like another nail in my coffin. I tried to be good. I tried to be a good girl, but I simply cannot. I vote to sit by idly and watch as life passes me outside a window. I would like to climb my tree without being punished. And I would like my skin not to crawl when I see a man I do not trust. I would like to stop tasting my heart in my mouth and its bloody ventricles throbbing in my throat. I am so nervous, Edgar. I am so nervous indeed. For I was doomed from the start with shining eyes and body parts that will constrict me from being myself. Annabelle, Mother, Guy, they all think I've gone ill. Do you think I've gone mad, Edgar?
I've always thought you were mad. But because of that, I was thrown into a flurry of love for you. I don't want you to be anything else but mad. Please, be mad with me, my dear.
You make me laugh.
How can I save you?
You cannot. The only thing that can save me is death do us part.
But there's nothing waiting for us after death, Lenore.
Even in the grave, not all is lost, my dear.
Well, for now, let me tear you away from all that and read you some of my stories. They seem to cheer you up.
You're right, they do. And I know now that you finally use that brain of yours to create something I never could. And perhaps to have a brain like yours isn't such an ailment after all.
My brain is a mess. A complete and utter mess.
I think your brain is beautiful. Completely and utterly beautiful.
What a shame. Complete waste of a beautiful young girl. Oh, my dear. I told her about that tree. I warned her. I knew it would be the death of her one day.
I know, Mother. I know. I cannot wrap my head around the fact that only months ago I was a newlywed man with a bright-eyed wife. And now I'm a widower at such a young age. I.
Oh, Mother. We couldn't have possibly known that Lenore would die such a sudden death. I always thought she would outlive my children.
She was such a smart girl. She was with her nose in a book or her head in the clouds. I warned her, though, she needn't expend so much energy on those frilly hobbies that she needed to keep her eyes on what is real.
I also reprimanded her for not paying attention, Mother. She was always running into something or stumbling down the stairs.
I'm sure she has, Guy. My only thought is, I have seen Miss Lenore climb in and out of that tree more times than I have blinked in a lifetime. And each time she has done it with grace. How is it the one time when no one's looking, she slip and fall and twisted her little neck?
I beg your pardon, good sir, for I hope I do not hear accusation floating your lips.
I'll not accuse a thing. I meant you jump to a statement so quickly.
Edgar! You're being so rude. You must remember that Mr. DeVere has lost someone dear to him as well.
I'm sure he has. Although perhaps Lenore took jumping lessons from him before she passed. And that is how he wound up in this stiff environment.
That is enough, Edgar! This is my daughter's funeral. I will not sit here and listen to you hurl these slurred slanders at our poor widower. I hope God closes his eyes to you, Edgar.
Like how you closed your eyes and let Lenore be carted off with a man such as that?
Mother, do not fret over what this miscreant has to
This
say.
is all just such a mess.
Lenore would love such a mess.
Absurd! Not my Lenore. Come, Mother. Let us not be reminded of what scum Lenore chose to surround herself with.
She wanted to marry you, Edgar. The night of the party, all she could talk about was how the mystic moon was set just right. Now you promised her a world created just with your pen. Now look at you, proving her wrong, tainting that brain of yours with the tip of a bottle. You know, I've changed my mind. I hope God is watching you, so he can damn you to the pits of hell. But I pray to the Lord, my darling Lenore, just spare the sight of you.
Lenore may have been naive, Edgar, but I thought she had some taste before entrusting her most sacred part to anyone. Now I don't feel as special.
You scoundrel! You are a worthless speck in a dissolute existence!
Oh, your stumbling that you call fighting is pitiful at best. And I'm not as interested in your poetry as Lenore, Edgar. Fighting a man with dainty words will never frighten a fellow, especially when my words are conveyed well enough with the public to be believed. Your words make fairy tales and paint you as the town loony. I wish you a slow recovery, Edgar. Annabelle, it was a pleasure seeing your beauty on a rather dismal day. Tell me, how is your husband?
He is fetching the carriage with the children.
That is not what I asked. But the way you meticulously avoid answering my question and pawn your children off to the man, I'm sure he's not doing well. If you were my wife, I bid you farewell, Annabelle.
You've really done it now.
He pushed her! He pushed her, I say! I can't prove anything, but I can prove why she was still here! He pushed her!
Quit! You're hollering for you just might wake the dead.
I hope I do. I hope they take me with them and banish me from ever living again.
Edgar, you reek of the bottle. Please, come sit down. Let me pour you a glass of water.
She's gone. She's gone. I failed her. Just like I'm failing you now. I was to be strong and noble in your eyes and creative and handsome in hers. And now I'm a withering mess on this dirty ground where she is buried 6 feet under where she'll be doomed for all eternity. I've gone mad just like she has. We're both mad and I'm next. I am next. I feel my heart in my throat just like she has. I feel my blood pumping but feel nothing else. I breathe in and I get no release. And these damn clocks will not stop ticking, reminding me that we will all die later and our death be sooner.
You've always had a way of darkening your meetings, Edgar. Lenore was not mad. Neither are you.
I've always meant what I say. Even the double meanings behind it. And what I mean to say is that I yearn to be in a grave with her. To entwine our bones together and let the worms and the moss settle inside our skin until it withers away with age. But I'm so scared. I'm too much of a coward that I cannot take my own life. There is nothing beyond death. And that is where Lenore lays.
Even in the grave, all is not lost.
Lenore,
I've asked her the same questions as you, Edgar. Lenore did not wish to be saved, nor did she accept her death, for she knew death was not the end. If you are damned, then so am I. For I could have saved her too. I knew as well.
She loved that tree.
I know.
She wanted to be a poet.
I know.
He killed her.
I know.
And yet, we allowed him to speak brightly of her with his fancy lips that matched his fancy pants. He loved her for her wealth and wealth only, and hated the pride that shined in her eyes, punished her for it. While I stood there loving every moment I saw a glint in her eyes that would frame the circles underneath. While I said things in hopes to rattle her so she could yell like a lioness and berate me. Why, he was a snake. Slithered past my guards into her and her mother's inheritance, killing the only thing that implied life and death.
So what will you do about it, Edgar? The power lies in your penmanship. Lenore has given you that right.
I'm so sorrowful.
I must go. I have children to tend to, a husband to love.
Will you let me stop him if he hurts you too?
No. That is where you will never have the right. Not until the world changes. And right now, Lenore is dead, but the world just seems to keep moving. Why should it stop with me? Edgar. You are the boy a girl only dreams to love, not the boy we are forced to.
Well, I suppose you don't have all the answers, little birdie.
What are you anyways? Ah. Raven.